you as a humble mom in the trenches. I see you all. I'm with you. I get it. I get you. I'm right there with you guys. So I'm excited for this conversation we get to have. And if you have anything to add or questions, please post them below. We'd love to chat. Again, my name is Sarah Brooks. Some of you know me as Joe's wife. Joe's one of the pastors around here, or maybe I'm the crazy lady who posts her workouts on the internet. I don't know, but we do have a lot of good friends here in this community, and I just see so many incredible parents out there. And I know many of us we're stir crazy, and we're at home, and I'm really grateful that we get to be home. There's a lot of people serving, and a lot of people who don't get to go home, and a lot of people giving, like, dedicating their life and all their time. So, for me, I'm okay being home right now, but it also feels like business as usual. So if you don't know this, I have a lot of kids, a lot of them, but they're cute, aren't my little darlings? So this is Everett, Everett, Barrett, Huck, and then Leona and Dax are twins. They were born last May, so they're almost a year old. So when I say understand crazy, I understand crazy. And our conversation today is just about parenthood and getting out of survival mode. I want to just straight up say this first, is we were not made to just survive. We were made to thrive. We were created to thrive. And I feel like as we're in this limbo, as we're facing just anxious thoughts and feelings and unknown, that it's really easy to be in survival mode. It's really easy to be in reactive mode. For me, survival mode kind of looks like yelling extra at my children. It looks like not being able to make clear, smart choices. I feel out of control. I feel powerless. I feel like just maybe more anxious. And I think for, ultimately it really impacts like the way I parent when I'm in survival mode. And I don't love to live in that place. So when I'm in survival mode, that kind of is a trigger for me to pivot, to like make some changes in my life just to help me to do some self-care, to do some self-reflective pieces. I always say movement is life for me. Drinking some water is life. Eating a vegetable is good. I have had some days where I'm like, what have I even eaten? What have I had any water? So I get it. Like I get, again, for me, that's survival mode when I go, when was the last time I drank water? You know what I mean? So I just kind of want to help us today and get us out of survival mode into thrival mode, and just to take a deep breath, because we are in the trenches. Whether you're used to being home like me, or you're home now and trying to do schoolwork with your kids and balance your job, like I see you guys are doing your best. I'm a 7 on the Enneagram, if you're familiar with that. It means lots of things, but one thing it means is we're like Pollyannas of the world, aka we find the positivity and the good in a lot of different situations that where it may be harder to see the good. And so for me, I'm looking at this going, okay, we're gonna have some extra quality time together as a family. And you know what? My kids are a little bit nuts today. They are nuts. And it's really hard to see the good on days like today. It's Monday, and I don't know. They're just at each other's throats. They've been in timeout so many times. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm with you. But there's a practice that I have been implementing myself. I'm going to pass it to you. So, we could talk all day long about things we can do, books we can read, working out, going outside. Like, there's a lot of good strategies. But something that I think is super important is going even deeper. And that's the internal look, like what's happening in our hearts, like our posture. And I'm going to just say this straight up. Gratitude changes everything. I understand, like when my 2 oldest were fighting today, it's really hard in the moment when things are heated. I'm mad at them for being mean to each other. I'm so mad. That's like my trigger. Like I can handle some things, but the moment I see them being mean to one another, I just get, it's not good. Anyway, it's hard to be grateful in those moments. So, but what I'm going to ask you to do is really fun. So, okay. The Office. Anybody watch that? It's one of my favorite shows. In fact, I would recommend watching it right now because it makes you laugh, and at least makes me laugh at least. And it's just a good carefree show to watch. It's kind of another little 7 thing that we like to do, just like to laugh and have fun. Not that anybody else doesn't, but I'm more likely to watch The Office during times like this than something serious. My husband wants to watch all these movies with like the world ending and viruses taking over and monkeys I don't even know. I'm like, no, let's watch The Office. So season 6, episodes 4 and 5. Pam and Jim are getting married. Not to spoil it for you guys, but they're getting married, and something that Pam tells Jim to do is like, let's start taking mental pictures throughout our whole wedding weekend, which I'm really glad that they decided to do at the beginning, because honestly, a lot of their friends and family suck, and they weren't for them, and the center of attention wasn't on Pam and Jim. Andy, Michael, Pam's grandma, like they all kind of try to do their thing and take the tension off. And if I were Pam, I probably would have been really upset and emotional and angry. And I'm not going to tell you the whole episode, but throughout it all, they take mental pictures. And the thing about it that I noticed, I know it's a TV show, but I think we can have a takeaway from it, is that they are joyful throughout it all, and they just want to get married. And I think, like, we look at our circumstances, there's a lot of, just like in Pam and Jim's wedding, there's people all around them that they can't control, that are crazy and annoying. Just like right now, there's things around us that we can't control. It's crazy, annoying, everything's getting canceled, and it feels stressful, and we are in limbo, and we might be feeling some feelings of like loneliness and isolation, and that's hard. But when we can stop and take some mental pictures throughout, that actually does something to our heart, because what we're doing is we're taking a mental picture of something we're grateful for. So when I see Play-Doh all around the floor, it kind of irks me, right? But like, look at my kids happily playing together. Mental picture. When I see like, food all over the table, but they're happily eating food, like, I'm so grateful they have food. You know what I mean? Mental picture. Gratitude changes our attitude. Gratitude changes our posture. It is powerful, and I think it's underused so often. Gratitude helps us breathe, and I think for sure gratitude helps us go from survival mode to thrival mode. And I know it sounds so simple, and maybe you're already doing it, which is so great. But today, my challenge for you guys is to take your phone out, even if you want to actually take a physical picture, but take more mental pictures throughout your day, and let the Lord use that as a time to just, shift our heart and our perspective, and to continue to enjoy this time for those of us who are home with our families, and just say, man, this is a gift. We get to be home with our kids. As crazy as it might be, those little darlings, oh my word, it is a gift. So I'm going to leave it there, but I do have a little extra nugget. So, I think for us, I always say this, like, what are we reading? What are we watching? What are we listening to? Office is a great place to start. John Krasinski, actually, if you YouTube it, just started a new, like, some kind of the Good News channel or something like that on YouTube. And he interviews Steve Carell. It's so great. You should watch that for another laugh. But also, like, there's some really good resources and books that, take time, extra time to read, extra time just to, like, soak in good truth. Personally, there's something called the OK to Wait clock. We got that in our house so that our kids, if they wake up early, they cannot leave their room until the OK to Wait clock is green. And I use that so I can get up earlier before them and just get like some me time, some quiet time. So here's some awesome books you can try out. The first one is Try Softer by Andi Kolber. She's one of my best friends, and this book is very transforming. It's just a wonderful read, especially if you're feeling feelings of anxiousness and stress and worry. Check this one out. It's called Try Softer. And are you homeschooling your kid and you just feel like you want things to be perfect, and you're just, the whole phrase, try harder? This turns it around. Try softer. Okay, another one for like us people who are like wanting to be perfect and everything to go right. This book is called Grace, Not Perfection. Another good read. Check that out. Or if you need like just something simple and quick in your life, it's the Better Mom Devo. I love it. It's just like a small little Devo each day. So for those mornings that I don't get up in time or I only have a few minutes, I got something in, and just a reminder to start my day and be joyful and be grateful. As I parent my little darlings. So I hope this is helpful. I have a real quick prayer for us. You can close your eyes and bow your heads with me. Lord, help me to stop and notice and take more mental and real pictures throughout my day today. Help me to notice you and to notice the good around me. We love you. Amen. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. I'll see you next Monday for more just surviving, not or thriving, not surviving parenthood while we are here at home and shelter in place and all the things. So, okay, bye.